What language do you speak, sorry?
English.
English, where are you from?
DC area, Rockville.
If you could say one sentence to Mr. Putin, what would it be?
Drop dead.
Drop dead, wow.
Drop dead.
That's like very short. Okay, if you could say one sentence to Mr. Biden, what would it be?
Send as much help as possible.
Do you think what kind of help he could send on top of what he
Continue the sanctions, make them even worse than they already are, make Putin and the rest of his cronies suffer.
One sentence to Mr. Zelensky, the current president of Ukraine.
The American people are with you. We're right here supporting you every step of the way. God bless.
Oh, who made this? Have you?
This is mine. I made it this morning. I finished it this morning.
Where are you from?
Washington, D.C.
Why have you decided to make this?
My parents left the Soviet Union. I was born here. I'm very lucky. And
Where in Soviet Union?
They're from Moscow.
They're from Moscow. Are they also living here right now?
Yeah, they've been here for almost 50 years. But
50?
50.
Wow.
But the idea is I'm very lucky, and the aggression that I see happening in the world has to be pointed out, and something needs to be done.
If you could say one sentence to this guy, what sentence would it be?
This needs to stop now.
One sentence to Mr. Biden.
You need to do better.
What exactly better?
Well, I think he needs to be more engaged with Ukraine. Russia out of SWIFT is great, but this has to keep going.
One sentence to Zelensky.
Oh, he's impressed the world. He's a legend.
He's a legend? Yeah, the history would know him.
Yeah.
And something for Ukrainians who are now defending Ukraine.
There are people all over the world who are supporting you, and my hope is that you recognize that you're not alone.
И что-то для россиян в России.
Я очень люблю русского народа, я очень люблю русская культура, но ваш лидер с ума сошел, и пора для что-то нового.
А как им понять, вот как поменять менталитет людей, потому что так много людей в России, которые не понимают этого?
I don't have answers.
You don't have answers?
I'm an artist, and I'm just trying to do my part with my
Oh, you're an
piece.
artist, so
Yeah.
this is like your job to do things like that? Thank you. It's really, really cool. War criminal. Yeah, cool. Thank you. Hey, where are you from?
Hey, I'm from DC. I live here.
Oh, cool. Do you know what's happening right now?
Yeah, we are standing up for Ukrainian independence.
If you could say one sentence to Mr. Putin, what would it be?
It wouldn't be appropriate for all audiences.
No, it's okay. For my audiences,
Fuck Putin.
One sentence to Mr. Biden.
Support Ukraine.
Do you have any specific ideas how he could support more than what he's currently doing?
We have sanctions. We could do more, but I think maybe go beyond sanctions. I maybe think that you should expedite Ukraine to NATO. You should start. My family's Polish, so they're right on that border. In my head, you let them have Ukraine, then it goes to what? Moldova and other countries, Poland, Germany, France. Who knows? Sweden, Finland. So. I'm not a fan of Putin, and I'm here to stop it. So.
One sentence to Mr. Zelensky, current Ukraine's president.
Oh my lord, seeing him on the ground in Kyiv with the soldiers, that's so cool. That's cool. That's my opinion.
Where are you from?
I'm from Colombia.
Argentina.
I just went to Colombia in December, in Bogota, amazing city.
Thank you.
Are you dressed by coincidence in blue and yellow?
No, it's on purpose.
On purpose?
Of course.
Oh, okay.
To support Ukraine.
If you could say one sentence to Mr. Putin, what would it be?
Stop this insane war.
What about you?
I would say go to hell.
Go to hell. If you could say one sentence to Mr. Biden, what would it be?
Keep supporting. I know it's already supporting, Ukraine. So keep supporting Ukraine.
One sentence to Mr. Zelensky, current Ukraine's president.
You're a very brave man.
Thank you.
We support you with our hearts, and we deserve you the best. You deserve to be free and be fine. You are brave people.
Thank you.
We were like you, and the president is very brave too for being there and standing for the people and not walking away.
Where are you from?
Mexico.
What's your name?
Carlos.
How many years have you been here?
In the States, about 10.
If you could say one sentence to Mr. Putin, what would it be?
Slava Ukraini.
One sentence to Mr. Biden.
Support Ukraine.
What more beyond what he has done?
Direct military aid.
Okay, and one sentence to Mr. Zelensky.
Honestly, great job. I have so much respect.
And something
Slava
to
Ukraini.
and something to Ukrainians who are in Ukraine right now defending their country.
Don't give up.
Thank you. One sentence to Mr. Putin.
Putin, stop the war! We love, what we said in Indonesia, we said damai.
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 One sentence to Mr. Biden.
Mr. Biden, we wait for you to help Ukraine people.
And one sentence to Mr. Zelensky, current Ukrainian president.
We stand for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, where are you from?
We live in Washington, D.C. I was born in Germany, in Hamburg, Germany, and I'm a Holocaust survivor.
And she's also a survivor of war and the deadliest bombing in Europe
and genocide.
What year? So the
1948.
No, 1941 was the 1943 was the fireball bombing.
1943. I'm 91 years
You're
old.
so cute. And where are you from?
I'm from America.
He's American. We live in Washington, D.C.
If you could say one sentence to Mr. Putin, what would it be? Close. Okay, one sentence to Mr. Biden.
Support.
Get the world democracies to stand up against genocide in the severest way possible without starting a nuclear conflict.
Use the most non-violent methods at America's.
Can I help you a little bit? Yeah, sorry.
Disposal to demonstrate that America is on the side of Ukraine and other countries that are in danger of being overrun by dictators.
One sentence to Zelensky.
Bravo.
Maybe something you wish to Ukrainians who are in Ukraine right now?
We are with you. We feel your pain, and we hope that you will win because you are on the side of the angels.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. What's your name? Where are you from?
My name is Robel, and my family's from Ethiopia, but I'm from California.
From where?
Ethiopia.
Ethiopia.
Yeah.
And you spent most of your life in California?
In California, yes.
And you said your dad was living in Kyiv.
And he lived in Kyiv, yes. He went from Ethiopia there for education, for college. He studied engineering.
Where?
I'm not sure the name of yours, but I know he told me that when he left Ethiopia in the 80s, late 80s, like 88, 87-ish, he went to the USSR, and then he was in Russia for a little bit, but then ended up in Kyiv.
What is his opinion about this situation?
At the end of the day, his position is that anybody who has sovereignty and has their land, they have the right to defend it, and nobody has the right to invade it.
So if you could say one sentence to Mr. Putin, what would it be?
I would tell him to take his troops and go back home and to respect the sovereignty of Ukraine.
If you could say one sentence to Mr. Biden about this, so what would it be?
I just tell Mr. Biden that he needs to keep his promises about keeping Ukraine safe, and that he needs to do all in his power to make sure that Ukraine citizens and sovereignty is protected.
If you could say one sentence to Mr. Zelensky, what would you say?
I tell him to keep on the fight. I've never seen a leader that takes to the front lines, and so he really cares about his people. I think he's encouraging to the rest of the world. It's the reason why we need young leaders. He's truly connected to the people.
How old are you?
I'm 24.
24.
Yeah.
And something to Ukrainians who are now fighting for their country.
I tell the Ukrainians there's people fighting for their sovereignty, for their liberty. I tell them that, at the end of the day, they're fighting for a cause, a just cause, and I'd say, the rest of the world is with them, and, we're praying and hoping for Ukraine.
And something for Russians in Russia.
And for Russians, I would say, for those Russians that have taken the streets in support of Ukrainians, I tell them to keep on going. I know it's difficult when you have to face, arrest and violence. At the end of the day, that's their country, and what they push for is what they'll get. And so, I hope they push for peace.
Okay. What's your name? Where are you from?
Hey, I'm David Black. I'm from New York.
Why are you here in DC today?
I'm here to protest against Putin's war on Ukraine because I have friends in Ukraine, Ukrainian friends who are fighting for their country, fighting for their land, their families, their lives.
Where did you meet those friends?
I met them in Kyiv. My best friend's wife is Ukrainian, from Zhytomyr, and Zhytomyr, yes. And I went to visit him last fall and loved Kyiv.
2021?
2021, yes.
I'm from Kyiv.
Beautiful city.
How long have you spent there?
I spent 3 days in Kyiv.
Only 3 days? It was enough for you to fall in love with our country?
It's an incredible place, incredible people, brave, good-hearted, kind, caring, and just incredibly courageous.
If you could say one sentence to Putin, what would it be?
Putin, you've overestimated your reach. The whole world is united against you, and you will fall for this. You will fall, Putin. You will fall.
One sentence to Mr. Biden.
Mr. Biden, now is the time to act steadfastly, with courage, without compromise, and to do the right thing. You know what the right thing is to do, and it is to defend Ukraine.
And like, I'm curious, I just saw today in the news that Trump was like saying that he would have dealt better than Biden with this conflict. How do you feel about this statement? It's just blah blah?
President Trump worked actively against the Zelensky administration in 2018, trying to sell them out to the Russians. From what I know, Trump played a large role in making this possible. I think it would have played out differently, yes, but it's very difficult to take that kind of a claim seriously coming from Donald Trump.
One sentence to Mr. Zelensky.
Zelensky, you are making the whole world proud, not just Ukraine. You are an inspiration to all of us, and just a model for what a leader should be.
Wow, and something for Ukrainians who are now supporting their own country.
Ukrainians, I intend to fight with you. I intend to join your cause, and I have other friends.
You mean you're planning to go to Ukraine, or in what way?
I mean, for now I'm just protesting, but Zelensky's appeal to the international community to serve with the Ukrainian army has found fertile ground. It has found open ears, and there are many of us.
So do you have friends who are like seriously considering to go to Ukraine to fight?
I personally am seriously considering going to Ukraine to fight. I am going to visit the Ukrainian embassy in Washington for exactly that purpose. No, tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Thank you.
It needs to be done. Somebody has to do it.
Thank you.
Freedom isn't free.
Where are you from?
So we're from right here in Virginia, Fairfax, Virginia.
And what about you guys?
Fairfax, Virginia.
From
Pakistan.
From Pakistan. Yeah. So question one, if you could say one sentence to Mr. Putin, what would it be?
Get out of Ukraine now.
Stop the war. Oh, I second these too, but yeah. Get out.
One sentence to Mr. Biden.
Mr. Biden, send more javelins, stingers, supplies, ammunition. This is all one sentence. Send everything that the Ukrainians need. They have brave fighters that are fighting for their country. Support them.
Have something to add?
Send ammunition now. Send all the support and help them fight this war. Yeah.
One sentence to Mr. Zelensky.
Mr. Zelensky, you have become an international hero. Keep doing what you are doing. The whole world is behind you right now, and of course behind the brave Ukrainian people.
What an exemplary leadership. May God keep you strong and keep your whole country safe.
You are a true leader, and that's exactly what a leadership looks like.
Hi, what language do you speak? Where are you from?
English works, Spanish too.
Where are you from?
Spain.
Spain. If you could say one sentence to Mr. Putin, what would it be?
Just one sentence, that's a tough one.
You can do 2 or 3 sentences, yeah.
Putin, please go. Please go home. Stop killing people, it's not worth it. You're making Russia less safe, you're not making Russia more safe.
One sentence to Mr. Biden.
Biden, please help Ukraine, do whatever you can. Please, anything you can do.
One sentence to Zelensky, the president of Ukraine.
Yeah, I know. Oh, God. Stay strong, man. You are great, you are doing great. Please stay strong, stay safe. We are thinking of you. We are going to do anything we can to help you.
And something to Ukrainian people.
First, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry this is happening to you. Stay strong. We are thinking of you.
Who made this thing? You did?
All morning.
Why do you know, like, I mean, I like it. Like, how did you come up with the idea to make it this way?
Oh, well, it's pretty easy. It's not really my idea. I found it on the internet.
Oh, you found it on the internet and you thought this is a good message?
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I have another one on the other side.
Oh, you have another one? Can you show?
Yeah, that one is my idea completely.
Oh, can you answer a few questions?
Yeah, sure.
If you could say one sentence to Mr. Putin, what would you say?
Go fuck yourself.
One sentence to Biden about the situation.
Put personal sanctions on Putin.
They already did, or like more, they did to Lavrov and Putin, or even more?
Yeah, I just need something more concrete, and then even like, so some sort of like military support, which I know is like super divisive, but I don't know, being a Korean, I guess, like I know that South Korea, the nation, wouldn't even exist like without US military support, you know, because like North Korea was whooping our ass, and just because they had China support and even the Soviet Unions, and then the US intervened and we became a country, and now look at where Korea is now. So I just hope we can have like an even playing field. Like why won't we do the same for another like democratic, peaceful nation?
Where do you have your short from? Yeah, Vyshyvanka.
Oh, I used to live in Ukraine. I lived there for 2 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Where?
Volynska Oblast.
Did you do Peace Corps?
Da.
Oh, class. Okay, one sentence to Zelensky.
Zelensky? You are a badass.
Badass, by the way, Ukrainian something badass is a bad word because of like,
okay.
yeah. So
Zelensky.
it's like amazing, right?
You
or
are impressive beyond belief.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much. What's your name, by the way?
David.
David. Thank you, David.
David Sim. My last name means like 7 in Ukrainian, which I really liked. Yeah. So like, oh, мене звати David Sim.
Sim, David Sim. Oh, okay, cool.
Дуже приємно.
Cool, thank you. Oh, show me what you had here.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I helped you. Great. Cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
We are from Odessa.
How long?
Russian, Ukrainian. I've been living here for many years. My wife for many years as well.
If you could say one sentence to Mr. Putin, what would it be?
Fuck you.
What about you? One sentence to Mr. Biden.
Oh, dude, you have to do something.
What else do you think he could do on top of what he has done already?
Make sure that America really stands behind, even solving American problems, but really helping Ukraine, because Ukraine is first step to the West.
And one sentence to Mr. Zelensky.
Dude, I didn't expect what you did yesterday, and I never would vote for you, but now I am getting there, and I might be voting for you next time.
Can you clarify?
Slava Ukraini!
Heroin Slava. Can you clarify what was yesterday that impressed you?
I was really impressed by his speech, but him standing, he is Jewish, and I thought that maybe he is just going to talk to Putin and be soft, but no, he is
strong.
The dude which I did not expect he is going to be.
Cool, thank you. Where are you from?
Now we live in Maryland, originally from Moscow.
If you could say one sentence to Mr. Putin, what would it be?
You know, I'm afraid Marines from the Zmin, they told it already, so
okay,
I don't want to repeat
it. You can say in Russian then.
Русский корабль, иди нахуй.
One sentence to Mr. Biden.
Biden, please issue all additional funds to support Ukraine.
Funds, money?
Money, yeah. I know that they're discussing $6 billion now. Please do it as soon as possible.
One sentence to Mr. Zelensky.
I underestimated you, Mr. Zelensky. I ask you to excuse me for this. You are a great leader of the 21st century. После 1945 года, после Уинстона Черчилля, я как бы очень люблю историю, я много читал всяких исторических книг. Я не видел лидера с подобной репутацией, такой, как у Зеленского последние 4 дня. Это что-то удивительное. Это абсолютно историческое поворот событий. Так же, как сейчас народ цитирует Черчилля, также будут цитировать Зеленского. Don't need to write any nomination. This quote will be remembered for a long time.
One sentence to Mr. Biden.
President Biden, thank you for your help. We still need some help from you, a little bit more. Cover our skies, protect our sky, and they're going to do everything on the ground. We have a power, we're united, we're strong, we're stronger than Russians, we have bigger heart, we have bigger mentality, democratic mentality, and you destroyed your nation by making our nation much stronger. Thank you, Biden, thank you, United States.
І одне речення Зеленському.
Зеленський, капітан, Україна, молодець. Дякуємо тобі за все. Ти виріс на наших очах в Америці. Може, правду казали, ми не підтримували вас на 100%. На даний момент ви є наш президент, ви є наш гетьман. Ви війдете в історію як справжній президент України. Так само, як наш порох, так і ви. І всім дякую вашим хлопцям, нашій українській армії, нашим захисникам, нашим на передовій, що стоять самостійно захищають своє місто. Дякую вам. Ви всі герої. Не переживайте, ми Україну відбудуємо.
Звідки ви і скільки років в США?
Червоноград, Львівська область, Володимир Семерей, в Америці 20 років. Україну не забув.
Ага, круто, дякую вам дуже. Where are you from? Откуда вам? Одне речення Путіну.
Putin, get the fuck out of Ukraine!
One sentence to Biden.
Biden, right here. Stop buying blood oil from Russia. Open our energy reserves. Americans do not need to be dependent on Russian oil. Stop it.
And one sentence to Mr. Zelensky.
You're the man. Мы с тобой. Вся украинская диаспора с тобой. Молодец, Mr. President.
How many years are you here in the US?
30 лет.
30 років, wow.
Да, 30 років.
And something for Ukrainians who are now in Ukraine.
Держитесь, ребята, хлопцы, мы с вами. Душевно, душою. У меня там родственники, у меня там семья, друзья, с которыми я вырос, одноклассники. Держитесь, мы с вами.
У вас також сім'я в Україні?
То же самое. Родственники, подружки, друзья, все. Держитесь, мы с вами. Нужно, обращайтесь.
Да, мы тоже очень сильно волнуемся и молимся.
40 лет уже.
40
лет в Америке.
40 больше, да.
Я из Крыма.
Ага.
Я жила в Киеве и училась. У меня очень много друзей.
Если бы вы могли сказать одно предложение мистеру Путину, что бы это было?
Дорогой мистер Путин, мне вам нечего сказать. Вы умерли, вы проиграли эту войну. И я надеюсь, что украинский народ не только вытеснит вас из своей страны, а просто увидит вас повешенным на суку. И мне очень хочется сказать эти слова. Ты хуйло. Слава Украине!
Get out of Ukraine, Mr. Putin, today.
One sentence to Mr. Biden.
Biden, please, you made a lot of promises. Don't stop. Don't stop.
Take all banks out of SWIFT in Russia. All banks.
SWIFT, yeah, because they only took some, but not all the banks.
Be like a mask. Did you see masks? He's awesome. Support everybody who wants against Russia. Please, we're begging you.
And the last question, one sentence to Mr. Zelensky.
Mr. Zelensky, you are the new hero of the world. Keep fighting.
I love you, baby. I'm watching you every day. Your live streams, you're the best. I love you.
Якби ви могли сказати одне речення Путіну, що б це було?
Я думаю, що схаменитися, покаятись, але я ще сумніваюся.
Якби ви могли сказати одне речення Путіну, що б це було?
Путін пішов!
Одне речення Байдену.
Ми розраховуємо на вас, і щоб НАТО закрило небо над Україною.
Одне речення Зеленському.
Тримайтеся, ми в вас віримо.
Клас, дуже лаконічно. Дуже крутий у вас прапор, я хочу щось з прапором знятися. Клас, ну навіть репортери знімають, круто. Звідки ти, як тебе звати?
Я оригінально з Самбірського району Львівської області, а тут я живу в Нью-Джерсі. Приїхали сюди, ми приїхали цілим автобусом, у нас 50 чоловік.
Сюди, з Нью-Джерсі, сюди,
так. Ми їхали з самого ранку, так. І приїхало багато, з нашого когось приїхало дуже багато автобусів. Україна, ми з тобою, ми підтримуємо.
А якби ти могла сказати одне речення містеру Путіну, що б це було?
Путін пішов нахуй.
Одне речення містеру Байдену.
Biden, please do the shelter for Ukrainian sky. We need this because in the ground we're gonna cut them all. But we need to close the sky, please. Ukraine is expecting you to help us. Please, we need you.
І одне речення Зеленському.
Зеленський, ти став українським героєм. Просто респект, ти є капітан Україна, ми з тобою, ми стоїмо по цілому світі. Зеленський, молодець.
І тепер можеш українцям сказати все.
Українці, не опускаємо руки, не втікаємо. Звідси мої знайомі летять в Україну воювати. Вся Європа піднімається, добровольцями йде до вас. Ми вимочимо ту сволоту. Я вам обіцяю. Слава Україні!
Привіт, звідки ви?
Тернопільщина, а сюди приїхала з Філадельфії.
І в також Тернопільщина. Якби ви могли сказати одне речення Путіну, що б це було?
Без матів?
Як хочете, все можливо на моєму ютуб-каналі. Цензури немає, як де.
Якщо все культурно, то, будь ласка, зупиніться, хватить. Забирайте з нашої країни, ти не маєш там бути, ти не маєш права там бути. Це наша країна, і ми її будемо обороняти до останнього.
Одне речення Байдену.
Please help our Ukraine. Please help the Ukraine. Close the sky.
Close the sky, закрити небо. І одне чи два речення Зеленському.
Велике дякую, велика повага. Ти найкращий президент, який був в Україні. Дякую, що підтримуєш, що ти з військами і що зараз ведеш переговори.
І щось українцям в Україні.
Тримайтеся, ми з вами, ми всі тут з вами. Ми готові вас підтримати, як ми можемо, ми зараз вас підтримуємо.
Ви могли сказати одне речення містеру Путіну, що б ви сказали?
Іди нахуй.
Одне речення Байдену.
Do more for Ukraine.
Одне речення Зеленському.
Тримайся, ми з тобою. Бачиш, я навіть зелений колір ношу всі 4 дні.
Зеленський.
І я не була твоєю сторонницею, я не була.
3 дні тому змінили.
3 дні тому. Ну, все ж таки я повірила в те, що люди міняються, то дякую, що і ти змінився.
Чи може був такий, але це не було очевидно, тому що не було ситуації, де можна було це показати.
Я вважаю, що пан Зеленський пройшов певну еволюцію. Я вважаю, що він уже на своїй шкурі зрозумів, що таке бути українцем, і як то воно має бути, то дякую. Слава Україні!
І щось українцям в Україні, які зараз захищають і стараються вижити.
Милі, рідні, ми з вами. Кожною нашою думкою, кожної хвилини, кожної секунди ми молимось за вас. Нема такої секунди в день, щоб ми про вас не думали, не молилися, не тримали пальці, тут не кричали перед Білим Домом. Зараз все наше життя присвячено вам. Тримайтесь. Тримайтесь, будь ласка.
Звідки ви в Україні?
З Києва.
З Києва, я також з Києва. З якого району?
Я жила біля метро Лебідська.
О, я також там народилася, до речі.
Колись вона називалась Московським, сподіваюся, що зараз уже не називається.
Ні, я вулиця Горького, я, до речі, виросла на вулиці Горького.
Я також, 164.
116! Ні, в мене 8-й поверх, але дім 164.
У мене 14-й був.
Блін, це бордового кольору. Бордового кольору, напроти фуршет потім був.
Ну тоді ще фуршету
ще не було. Блін, прямо...
Вау! Вау! Ми з одного будинку.
Це, блін, взагалі.
Горького 164.
Привіт, як вас звати, звідки ви?
Окей, я перша. Мене звати Леся. Ми живемо в Нью-Йорку вже 22 роки.
Це ваша дочка чи подруга?
Дочка.
О, клас. Ви тут народилися в Нью-Йорку?
Ні, я ще з України. Я родилася і виросла в Україні, а також вже 20 років.
В Тернополі чи?
Заліщики, Тернопільській області.
У нас було надзвичайно гарно, поки москаль не прийшов.
Якби ви могли сказати одне речення Путіну, що б ви сказали?
Щоб ти здох!
Бачите, якраз в тему, так, дивіться, там в тему чоловік підтвердив. А ви що сказали?
Задушила б його своїми руками, чесно кажу.
А одне речення Байдену, яке би хотіли сказати?
Я хочу йому подякувати за те, що він підтримав Україну, відгукнувся. Від Байдена дуже багато залежить. Вони мають як ключик до цілого світу. І я би хотіла, щоб він всі ці рішення, які вони проводять, які вони продумали, щоб вони вже вводили в дію якнайшвидше. Нам
не тормозити.
Не тормозити.
І тепер одне речення Зеленському.
Ми, сказати чесно, не були його поклонниками від початку, але з початком війни ми змінили свою думку.
3 дні тому, так?
Так, і ми дуже горді за нього і дуже раді, що маємо такого сильного, відданого президента в Україні, який не боїться ворога, який не зливає, не здає, а бореться разом з людьми.
А як думаєте, у Порошенка б вийшло так? Чисто ваша думка?
Я думаю, що би вийшло. Я думаю, що би вийшло в нього. Повірте, в мене таке враження, відколи почалася війна, що я 3 дні в Україні. Повірте, я не сплю цілі ночі. Ми слідкуємо дуже уважно за всіма степами, які йдуть в Україні. І ми вам бажаємо тільки, щоб ви мали силу, наснагу, щоб ви не втрачали, віру і духа свого. Тримайтеся, моцно тримайтеся, ми молимося за вас.
Звідки ти як довго в США?
Галя, Тернопіль і 10 років.
Якби ти щось могла сказати Путіну зараз, що б ти сказала?
Я б сказала, що пора змиритись з тим, що українці не здаються і їхній армії пора здатись ЗСУ. Коли не були і не хочемо асоціюватись з росіянами. Це не те, ким ми є, це не те, ким ми були, це не те, ким ми будемо.
Одне речення Байдену.
Пора стати на сторону українців і нарешті не просто говорити, а діяти.
А небо закрите, небо над Україною?
Звичайно, небо обов'язково закрите.
І Зеленському, що б ти могла сказати?
Дякую, наш президент, дякую, що ти стоїш з нашим народом.
За кого голосувала на останніх виборах?
Такі хитрі питання.
Коли змінила думку?
2 дні тому.
О, клас! Після чого? Розкажи.
Після того, як він сказав, що, на жаль, нам потрібна зброя, а не таксі.
Ага, коли американці хотіли депортувати. Це взагалі ця фраза увійде в історію людства всього. Назавжди. І щось для українців в Україні, які зараз виборюють свою свободу.
Тримайтеся, брати. Ми з вами. Ми далеко, але ми з вами. Ми допомагаємо, як можемо. Ми будемо пересилати стільки ж коштів, скільки ми зможемо, стільки допомоги, стільки ми зможемо, допоки ви не виборете незалежність для нас, для наших батьків там, для нашого майбутнього там.
Ми пишаємося вами. Дякую дуже всім. Дякуємо. Якщо вам сподобалося дивитися це відео, то, будь ласка, поставте вподобайку, також підпишіться на YouTube канал Ніна-Україна і слідкуйте за моїми наступними відео. Я вас люблю, побачимося дуже скоро і будемо завжди бачитися на YouTube каналі Ніна-Україна. Па-па!